As K through 12 school districts work to attain sustainability goals, many districts are finding their way to revamping the way they look at their playground areas. One of those ways is to green their schoolyards and improving more environmentally friendly spaces for students, faculty, and community members. Today, we're speaking with Danielle Denk, the Community Schoolyards Initiative Director for Trust for Public Land, a nonprofit dedicated to preserving green spaces across the country. Danielle, what are some first steps that facility managers or grounds managers can take when wanting to transform their playgrounds?
Well, I am always very happy to know when there's grounds managers and facility managers who want to redo their schoolyards and their playgrounds. I think the first thing for them to know is that they're not alone, that likely at the district level, there are champions within the district, sustainability directors, capital directors, curriculum partners, and even people in leadership from school board to superintendents who often will share in that vision. And so my recommendation as the first step is to bring everybody together and to identify overlapping goals and then start to plan around those overlapping goals. And there can be many. So with schoolyards, a lot of times we're finding folks really interested in heat island mitigation, right? Because schoolyards can get really hot. And, facility directors are really concerned about how to bring down temperature, how to reduce air conditioning costs. And when you plant trees strategically, that actually can do that. That can achieve a lot. Also, stormwater management. So when we think about the flooding that's happening or the stormwater impact fees that school districts are facing, schoolyards can reduce a lot of that flooding and actually do a lot to manage stormwater. Many times it's educational outcomes, right? And so think about if there's some goals that align around educational outcomes, they might be an increase in mathematics score, increase in attendance. A lot of times you'll see increase in parental engagement. Many of these things can be solved with the schoolyard. And so again, who are the partners within the district who also share that vision? Bring them together, identify those overlapping goals, and then really think through, do we have the capacity to implement on our own? And so that's a really tough question because implementation can take many forms. It can be a micro implementation or it can be very robust, solving lots of problems at once. But if you have the opportunity to solve many problems at once, that is also an opportunity to bring in other partners, civic partners, a lot of times parks and recs departments within cities, a lot of times municipal water utilities will want to be involved. And this can really bring resources, capacity, and when needed, there are many nonprofits out there who are really interested in this work. So Trust for Public Land is one of them. We've been working, we're in about 26 states right now, including Washington, D.C. We're working in cities, we're working in rural areas. We're looking to demonstrate high impact models. So if you think that you have a schoolyard or a program that is a high impact model, please reach out. We want to help you. And if it's not perfect alignment with us, we can help point you to somebody else who might be a good resource locally at the national level. This is a movement right now. And if you're thinking about whether you can do this, I will tell you, you can, and there's many opportunities for support.
And I think when I had met you during a presentation that you did during the Green Schools Conference, you'd mentioned over 400 schools districts that you've worked with before. Is that correct?
Yeah. So we have not 400 school districts. We have completed 420 schoolyards. And so that means that we're in 420 different communities, and the number of school districts is smaller, because primarily in New York City, we've been working on schoolyards for almost 30 years and have renovated 250. So they throw off our numbers a little bit, but we're really proud of getting to scale in New York City.
Okay. And then finally, Danielle, what's the website for Trust for Public Land, and what's the easiest way for our readers to reach out to your organization?
Yeah, so we can be found at www.tpl.org. And for more information about schoolyards/schoolyards, we also have a resource available online that has a lot of schoolyard specific material. And the link for that is www.tplgis.org/community schoolyards map, all one word. And in there, you'll find a GIS planning tool that has mapped all the schools across the country through a lens that looks at the impact for health, the impact on climate resilience, and the impact on learning outcomes. So it's a real great resource for folks who are just getting started, who might want to do site selection. We also have a how to create your community schoolyard toolkit, which really does walk folks right through all those steps. So if you have parents who are reaching out or teachers who are reaching out and want to know what can they do, it's a great tool for you to hand off to them to think about how they get started.